Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Marshall Thundering Herd taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Marshall's offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
He's got it on the right. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Touch pass on the run. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Getting some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down on 42.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last... got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So Georgia State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's King. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking off. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip his hand. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
He'll pull it down and run.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Georgia State. What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to him on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And it is a good idea to gang. I couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Jamison. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. The short hands. It's Jamison. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Run in the red zone, it's King. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The give to the back. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Turns it on in midfield. Off he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just bam.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you could tell the QB was going there the whole time, right? Quickly get the football, throw it to the left, get it to your running back in some space, but the defense was ready for it. They were sitting on it, came up and made the play for no gain.
Hubs it downfield. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On second down, wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's King. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Caught near the sideline, it's Coffee. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks, it's Perkins. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He wants to throw it again. Got the back over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Marshall quick to the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Catch in the middle, it's Perkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Quarterback empties his backfield. And back to the air on 2nd down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Feeling some heat. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. Got his man down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perkins. They'll immediately call timeout.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the punishment has been extended.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia State 35, Marshall 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Grabs it in the middle. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Hurd! Hold it in and just...
Marshall.
Right on running to the hallelujah land.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Looking for a gap. It's Kane. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to...
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Western Michigan was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Broncos performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the defense just gets their fourth sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll get him down after... Turn.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those... defensive lineman to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Stands in and takes the hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Extending the play. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Scrambling away. Unleashes one. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to get to him. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Slips through the line. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds his big tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jamison. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Panthers are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jamison. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to throw it again. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hester. He's right on target. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield, using his feet to buy time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's going to fire deep. And he's got it at the tag. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Georgia State, 56.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing. used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
To the air. It's Hester. He'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets him.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. The quick out, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense working from the pistol. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's King. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Georgia State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.